Hi, friends. Happy New Year. It's Gladys. This year, I decided to do something new, and I hope you enjoy these new video newsletters. I've been taking some time off, and you haven't gotten a newsletter from me in a while. I really haven't been consistent. Part of it was I was having a hard time creating the space to sit down and actually write. And although I love connecting, I was finding that the writing was becoming like a job. I wasn't really enjoying it. And so, because of that, I just kind of stopped connecting. And I really miss connecting. I have been spending a lot of time going within. I feel like I've been in this space of rediscovering myself. A lot of what I enjoyed has really changed tremendously. And I kind of had to take a break. I mean, I've been working here at my office and working with clients, but I really haven't been um, advancing in the way I thought I wanted to. And so I really need to take some time off. So it's been about a good year of me going within and really trying to figure out who am I now. In October of last year, I celebrated 10 years in my business. 10 years. Can you believe it? A lot of you have been with me and we've been on this journey for just that long. So, can you believe it? So, here I am in 2018 thinking, how am I going to change and grow in an environment that I'm not loving? Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the work that I'm doing, but it's really changed. And I found that the videos would give me a much better platform to connect with you, and the energy that I'm feeling and the messages that I want to share. I started a YouTube channel last year with my friends Joe Higgins and Nathan Hordowski. And I also started a podcast, an angel podcast. So I've got to the place where I feel like I have so much information to share that it was just kind of getting bottled up and stuck, and I wasn't really sure how to share that platform. So the podcast and the YouTube channel have been fantastic. I've got links every month for the new newsletters. I want to have it be a fun newsletter. I want it to be a newsletter you want to open, that you want to be inspired by, that you want to listen to. So I will every month have a podcast of the month. I will have a YouTube channel of the month. I will have a song of the month. I'll give you some updates on what's going on. I have decided to teach less, although that's been really hard. There are so many other things that I want to do. For most of you, I'm sure you know that I moved my office out of Warwick. I was in Warwick for 8 years. And I decided to downsize and lighten my load and really simplify. And by doing that, it's given me an opportunity to have the time and energy to do other things. And so as we move into 2018, like this is my new year video blog. This is my new year. And I know it's February. And I've been reflecting on it and I never feel great when the new year comes. The January 1st, I never feel like, yeah, this is the new year and it's so exciting. I guess I feel it in the moment, but as soon as that passes, I feel like I go into January processing, figuring out. And I really tried to be conscious and mindful this year to go into it in a space of being aware of what's happening to me. So, with Thanksgiving and Christmas and then New Year's all like bottled up in this short amount of time, I feel like we get lost in that energy. So, January for me seems to be a time of reflection and to really pause and take in everything that I learned from the year prior and then really go into the space of the next year. And so was trying to find like a transitional space and like how do I move in that. And um, I really feel like the Chinese New Year is a good starting point. This year in 2018, it's February 16th, and it is the year of the dog, the earth dog, and it's a time for luck, and it's a time for joy and celebration and really working with the earth energy. And for me, earth represents growth. It represents abundance, and I see that, but yet I have not been feeling like that at all. um, I had an emotional breakdown in January, and what it was really consisting of like, who am I, and what am I doing with my life, and where am I going now? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the work that I'm doing, but it's changed. I'm no longer doing just readings. I feel like the last couple years I've been doing a lot of spiritual coaching, advising, mentoring, empowering, giving people guidance and direction and action steps on their path. And it's been really wonderful. It's been exciting. My mediumship work has increased tenfold, and I'm finding there's such incredible value in connecting with your loved ones and teaching people about connecting, because with my experience of losing my grandmother at a very young age, it gave me, a hard life experience about loss. And I found that the work that I do is work that helps people not have to go through what I did, wondering and about their loved one and feeling that great loss. It doesn't necessarily take away from the pain of the loss, but the connection I have with my grandmother, and it'll be almost 30 years that she's been gone, the connection I have with her through the value of mediumship and being able to connect has been um, unbelievable. And so I've been kind of working and molding my practice so that I could put that energy out there in a way that was going to support me and be able to support my clients that I'm working with. And I find that the work that I'm going goes really deep. As I record the sessions that I do, and clients are telling me that they listen to it again and there are layers. There's information that they get that they didn't get the first time, and it just makes me be more in awe of the power of spirit. I feel like my relationship with God has strengthened through the adversity, through the contrast, through the pain and struggle. And as I started to say, I had this emotional breakdown in January, and I just feel like it was the first conscious emotional breakdown that I had, and it was actually a really good thing. It gave me an opportunity to really purge what was inside of me and feel the emotions. I really thought in my business that I was going to be part of this big center. I had this dream of opening up this big giant training center and facility to be able to help people and be part of that. And you know, over time, that's morphed. Like, now, I want to be a mom. I want to get married. I want a baby. And now that doesn't mean I can't have the other things, but that energy and that desire and that like light bulb going off, like this is a want and a desire too, made me have to rethink what I'm doing and restructure and make room for more. So I've been working on a lot of adjustments in my relationship with my boyfriend. We've been going through a growth process ourselves. And I want to share this information because I'm a very positive person. I'm very uplifting. There's a lot of blessings in my life and a lot of beauty, but I need you to know that it comes with um, also like adversity and contrast and challenges. And it's through those that I learn so much. And so I'm hoping that this video blog and this newsletter hopefully gives you some insight as to what's going on. So maybe you're feeling that same way. Maybe you're putting that pressure on yourself. Oh, it's a new year and I should be feeling good and I should, be setting these intentions, and I'm not sticking with my what's the word? New Year's resolutions and things like that. And I say just stop, just stop it off. Allow yourself to purge and release, go within to get clarity. And guidance. Like I said, I've really been bonding even closer with God. And I've been joking with people saying, at certain points in my life, I feel like I really have clarity. I feel like I really get it. I feel like I understand God. I get it. I see what he's doing. I see where I'm going. And then boom, something happens, like wanting to be a mom and wanting to get married and be a wife and have a family and a beautiful home. And it really kind of snuck up on me, and I'm like, wow. And then that happens. And then I pause and I say, I know nothing. I thought I had figured out, but I know nothing. And it's just this beautiful cycle. And I'm trying to, as I said, I've done a lot of work on myself. I started seeing a therapist, a mentor, a life coach last year, and I did a lot of inner intense work. And so, like I said, I'm in this place of transition. So I'm really looking at the Chinese New Year as an opportunity of a starting point for me to plan, my intentions for 2018. So I share this with you today to again give you some insight into, like, things are changing. I think we had two really big full moons this year on January 1st and then January 31st and then the lunar eclipse, and it's all moon energy. So emotions are coming up, things are shifting and things are purging, but I want you to see it as a really good thing. I know a lot of times things seem chaotic and out of our control and hard and painful, but also too know that over time, the more you snuggle closely to God and the angels, the more you give him permission to come into your life, the more clarity you're going to have. And I say, reach out for support, build your support in your network. I've really bonded and really integrated and opened up to some really great women that I found was exactly everything I didn't know I needed. And it was so interesting the way the relationships were formed. So, that all being said, here we are, February, and I feel like we're in a place of releasing and purging. I feel like I have this clarity about things that I need to let go and what has been anchoring my energy. And maybe you've been feeling that you've been surrounded by toxic people or negative energy. And again, I'm not going to fuel it, but it needs to be an awareness, So if you've been feeling yucky or you're feeling like you're procrastinated or unmotivated, look around and pause for a moment and see the energy that's really pulling at you. Now, that doesn't mean we just pick up and leave and, your energy no longer serves me anymore. So, but what it does mean is to recognize it, set your boundaries, and being able to shift that and move in the direction of things that bring you joy, the things that you want. People are still experiencing loss. People are still experiencing shifts and changes, and it's how you maneuver in that energy. So I find that I need to sleep a little bit more. I find that I'm going within more and giving myself an opportunity to, again, cry or be angry. And, I think, as women, we're taught that our emotions need to be stifled and we can't really express ourselves in that way, but we're female, right? And also that masculine energy, you have that feminine energy in you as well. And I'm finding that, the men in my life are really giving themselves an opportunity to express themselves, right? To be mushy, to be scared, to be free, to be excited. I just feel like when you give yourself an opportunity to be in that space and work with people and are really on their own path doing their own work, I feel like we can really band together. So I have a lot of really great things coming up. On February 15th, I'm teaching a class that's called Shine, and it is an introduction to the new year. It's February 15th. It's from 6:30 to 8:30 at Thrive Tribe, Rhode Island. It's a really great space. I had been asking the universe to send me a space that was closer to home. For right now, I feel like, I need to be close to home. I really don't want to be on the road much traveling, not because I'm lazy, but the energy is intense out there, and this beautiful location popped up. So I'm collaborating with them, and I will be teaching again this New Year's class. So if this has helped and you want more information, I will be giving you, it'll kind of be like a channeled class. So you'll get your own personal insight, but I'll go into, life lessons and what we're learning and where we're going. So if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling blocked or you're feeling like you're struggling with who you are, this Shine New Year's class will be great, because again, what we're doing is we're going to be polishing you up. That's why I'm calling it Shine, and really give you an opportunity to step into the new year shining your light, because that's what the planet needs most. So I'll be doing that. And then on Sunday, March 4th, I'm teaching a Reiki 1 class. I've been getting a lot of requests for Reiki 1, and the Reiki 1 training really moved my mountains. It really opened me up to this channel of this force of energy that's helped tremendously. Again, I'm a huge advocate for Reiki. I believe it's a strong energy that helps us move our mountains, to help us get the idea of this higher power that's with us, and then from there we move on to other things. I'm teaching that on March 4th. You can go on my website at gladysellen.com, and under trainings, click the Reiki and you'll be able to sign up there. I'm also starting up my mindful meditations again. I did them at my office, and I just decided that, we all need to have better tools to be able to learn how to go within, to be able to sit in that space. And so these will be mindful meditations. There'll be breath work. There'll be some journey work. They will be spiritual, but they will also be mainstream. So it's not going to be over the top, airy fairy, and it's not going to be completely mainstream, but it'll be a little bit in between. And that class starts at 6:30 and it will go till 8 o'clock. So bring a mat, bring a bolster if, you have trouble laying on the floor. We will have chairs, so you don't have to lay on the floor. You can sit up if you want. The meditations will probably be about 45 minutes, and there'll be some talk before and after, and it'll give you just a sacred space. So this class will be March 12th. That's when it'll start. We'll do March, April, and May, and then we'll see how the group forms if we want to go into the summer. And that's 6:30 to 8. So those are the classes that I have coming up, and that's the insight that I want to share. I invite you to check out my podcast, check out my YouTube channel, and again, if you need some guidance, if you're looking for support, if you're looking for that positivity or somebody to help give you some insight as to what's going on in your life, I'm the person. Like I said, I've been going through it myself. So, I feel like I have a lot of clarity right now in where I'm going and what I'm doing and the steps that I have to take. So, these video blogs are going to be awesome. They're going to be fun and positive and uplifting. And I really want to commit to showing up. So, plan on, a video blog once a month. There may be one more sprinkled in here or there. You're invited to share if you know somebody who can benefit. And I'm excited. I'm excited to start this journey. We'll see where it goes. So I send you love with heavenly hugs. Until next time.